Learning to dowse and practicing the art of dowsing has been a life-changing experience for me. The thing about dowsing, everybody thinks it's about water, but it's about many other things. It's about things like earth energy, and this is when I started to learn. This is the hurlers, and I started learning about earth energy here. I've been following an energy line, and it came right the way through here, in fact through this stern, through the centre, and it started to go up towards the cheese ring up here. I had never heard of the cheese ring before, and this is the place that led me into a really deep investigation of earth energy. And the lovely thing about dowsing is that everybody can do it, and how good you are depends entirely on how much you're prepared to practice. Of course, dowsing is probing into a sense beyond the five, and dowsers actually are usually fiercely independent people who are not afraid to question standards that they've lived with for a long time. They usually have the courage to probe into areas that other people don't. The first real practical history of dowsing was by Herodotus the Greek, the father of all history. 4th century BC, the Scythians, and he was reporting what was happening in Scythia, and they used forked sticks, he said, cut from the hedges to find water. Now that's the first real record of the history. There's nothing much after that until the mid-Europeans started to use dowsing not just for water, but for finding minerals. Some people don't believe in dowsing and that they say it doesn't work, but this is a case in point. This is Batalic mine, goes 2 miles under the sea, and these Cornish industrialists didn't waste money. They paid good Cornish dowsers to find 15-inch deep seams in the granite, and these Cornish dowsers learned from a book called De Re Metallica, which was written by a man called Georgius Agricola on metallurgy and the techniques of dowsing. The whole industry depended on the accuracy of the Cornish dowsers, because otherwise they had to drill through many hundreds of feet of granite, and these dowsers would tell them precisely where to drill. So it was the dowsing in the Cornish tin industry that became so accurate and became such a respectable profession that it made an absolutely major contribution to many, many other industries in the country. I'm coming into the pure energy of this lovely St. Guillermo church, one of my favourite churches, in a complete contrast to Batalic and the harshness of the industrial mining industry. The Cornish dowsers were gaining a tremendous degree of respectability with the professionalism of their work in the mining industry. By finding things which are actually beyond the five senses, they were saving the mining fraternity a huge amount of work. And they were quite well paid, actually, in Cornwall at that time. But there was controversy as well, because the church authorities were confusing the word divination in Deuteronomy 18 with divining. The two conceptions got mixed up, because divination is foretelling the future, and divining is another word for dowsing, which is just finding things beyond the five senses. So there was some controversy about the legitimacy of dowsing. And the use of the forked stick was described as an abomination. Of course, the country people still needed water, so quite secretly they kept the art going. The amazing thing is that all churches and all sacred places, meeting places, will have a very special spot that people are drawn to. And it's a subtle energy spot, and you can discover it by dowsing. And the wonderful thing is that this vortex of energy, which is created there by prayer or by meditation, responds to human consciousness.